All right, are y'all ready for some poetry? All right, thank you. I like bringing that energy back up. It got really quiet when the music stopped. I didn't want to stay down there because that's not the place we want to be for this. I'm really excited to have all of you here today. Thanks for coming out. Every first Wednesday is always a great feature. And I'll tell you a little bit about tonight's. I met Essence in this room, I am pretty sure, and I don't know how that is possible because I've seen you so many places since. It was, I don't know, a year and change ago. You came in and jumped on the open mic, and I'm like, whoa. And, you know, lots of things that I love about Essence. Certainly your own work, your poetry, your art over here is amazing as well. Make sure you check out if you haven't. But also how you lift other events up, you lift other voices up, organized poetry. I mean, just like so much into community and lifting other people's voices as well as the incredible voice you have of yourself, of your own. So, yeah, I'm really excited that we get a feature with Essence tonight. For those of you who are new to this event, just to give a little bit of feel how it's going to go, we're going to bring up Essence for a first set. We'll do a break. We'll do an open mic. I think most of you have had the chance to jump on the open mic, but if you're not in there and want to be, make sure you get on that. We'll do the open mic. We'll do one more feature with Essence to close out the night at that point in time. Seth's got you for drinks. Make sure you take good care of Seth as well. He's amazing. This event could not happen without him. He's out of the room, which is good because he'd like brush me off anyway. But give it up for Seth Dale. So maybe here's that. But yeah, without further ado, I would like to welcome with great excitement our feature for the event. Please welcome Essence.
I am the Essence. Castrating and beheading pseudo-conscious niggas. Making the weak ones figure. How to oppose. Sleeping on no-dos. Stepping over the treacherous ones, damn it, you can't even compete with me. You see, I stand strong and firm like the kings and queens that reigned before me. I am the E-double-S-E-N-C-E, the E-double-S-E-N-C-E, taking no nonsense from the masses. Classes in session. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn?
Ooh.
Are you ready to learn?
All right.
Give it up for yourselves. Before I start, I'd like to pay homage to my ancestors that came before me. So I'm going to call some names off as I light this candle. Bell Hooks, Richard Wright, Naomi Long, Benjamin Zechariah, Baxter Bell, Maya Angelou, Nikki Giovanni. I hope their words continue to live through me and through other poets, and they continue to thrive in every step that everyone makes. In the beginning, it was just me. Birthing rhythm into words, breathing life through this vice of poetry, nurturing this visual art. I am poetry. A motionless mass, unconfined with bitter existence of growth from a child to an adult. My blues have been played in songs, sung by choirs, penned into stanzas, viewed by piercing eyes. I stand vexed. In this hex of voodoo play, blindfolds are beneath me. I am poet on trial. I am poetry. A poet magnificent in all its glory, illuminating like the sun with penetrating rays of Davis, Meyer, Byron, Dobson, Walker, and right. I am to know that I am the shit. Ego tripping? Not likely. My confidence is a notion. It's not an attitude. It's my strong will and understanding who I am. I am a poet, in flight on poetic wings, rising high above grass. Perhaps if tears could talk, you would know half my story. Don't worry if you don't know me. I'm hard to trace, replace, and even penetrate. I am poetic poetry, stabilizing mankind's downfall with words and imagery, eliminating the blues for the sad and lonely with majestic supremacy. This is not a CO conspiracy. I give you the best of me through EVE. I am the poet swinging on the noose of my black poetics. birthing Creve with CRE and lifting up every voice as I level up. I'm the poet who holds the mark of a serpent and black widow in my eyes. A devil I am not. It just means that if you fuck with me, my bite will be fierce. To leave you in repentance on bended knees, I am the poet who brings rain to men's eyes, brew storms in their soul, and implant the seed of thought. I am the essential element, the essence, the start of it all. Because without me, there will be no music to move your feet, no song to sing, no verses to rehearse, drop, or read. I am poetry.
Right.
Eyes brown. You don't know me. I shelter my soul's depth behind dark shades drawn to keep out light. Eyes hue of a shit color brown, a clown wearing a frown. Smile, deceit. Playing peekaboo, child plays game, tunnel vision behind closed doors. Eyes brown. Hypnotizing stare. Reverting like unpermed hair, telling stories not for playing you, often misconstrued. My face does not play down the hurt. They don't take the time to ask me. Eyes change hue with every mood. Poker face, never off cue. Can't let the pain and woe show. It's a matter of perception how you view me. Deception is the truth. When falsehood vanishes, eyes brown. Portals to my soul. Protected by the will to be free. To be me. How y'all doing out there?
All right. Yeah.
Alright. I like that. Virgin lips popped. A nameless face perched upon wings of unknown fame. Throaty, mild, staccato, alto voice, she, penetrated by microphone vibes, bleeds freely. Openness, unsheathed to stand vulnerable. Eyes dance in haste of twinkle starlight. Saliva dripping samant. Tied tongues limit rotation of volcanic syllables. It's her first time. Has to be right. She can't undo the voodoo that plagues her mind's synthesis. Approach in a slow, steady glide. Sweat rains down cheek. Heartbeat accelerating at a 110-mile-per-hour pace. Race is of chance. She knows not her own confusion, but wants to be heard and needs you to listen. Liberation breathes through her words. Cocoon, mahogany-ism, she swaggers, sexy, sexless, unpenetrated disappointment, ready to come for you. Spreading legs, militant stance, crying heart, pinning pain over overdose fingertips, slips silently introvert, extrovert, she screams. She, poetic, wants to be heard and needs you to listen. Paint a pretty picture on your canvas with your cover girl and Maybelline, creating illusions of simulated smiles and images of pseudo-perpetual so-called happiness. Bliss mist kissing your cheeks, stagnated en route like frozen wind drifts in mid-January. February brought more facades than the year before. No more bitter resistance smothered by 10 tons covering the open wounds to your soul. You need to breathe. Seeds have been planted there before. Flowering to you that was hidden. Turning yourself into a mechanicalized existence. Tick-tock, tick. Time is slipping away. Your body begins to dwindle to sprays of sandblast clouding up your vision. The true you is nowhere to be found. Buried under innuendos of pretense and possibilities that everything is okay. Not noticing that the mirrored image is you. The inner beauty vanished without a trace, leaving you misplaced under dark clouds that you just can't see through. Serums of truth lies just beneath swollen membranes, also known as the brain. Take a sip from this wine called reality and embrace its full body aroma and step back as I begin to count down to your self-destruction. And open up these cans filled with lies and half-truths and fabricated wishes and taste. On a grand scale, the real distorted view of something called self. I am not a singer. I'm gonna let you know now. So bear with me as I get through this one. Some of these poems are really, really, really personal. And as I go through the series of these poems, you'll understand what I mean when I say personal. They are really emotional pieces. So some of them I'm going to try to get through them without crying and tearing up, because I'm not a crier. But some of these pieces, well, it's two of them really that may make me tear up. Bear with me on my singing. Sister, you've been on my mind, oh sister. We're two of a kind, 'cause sister, I'm keeping my eyes on you. So won't you tell me something, sister? My singing nose blues. Oh, sister, I'm feeling you too. 'Cause, sister, there's something going on. There's something going on when you got your hands locked on the brother's groin. Smiling in the faceless face, talking trash, giving up the royal assets. Where's the self-respect? Where's the self-righteousness in the word self? You've taken the ride out of pride. Stop bowing down these three-ring circuses, taking mass blows to the cranium from a token clown. Pick up the corners of your endless frown, sister, because there's something going on. There's something going on when you forgot to begin your word of pain and pick up the baggage. Empty in the closest ocean, sister, because you are the ruler of it all. Don't take another fall. Realize what you are. Reach for the heavens that surround you. Don't let negative entities bind you, sisters, because there's something going on. Stop falling for the fake ones feeding you false promises of the happily ever after. Open your third eye and see it's more than those weak needs. You're becoming prey now. Someone else's feed. There's something going on when you become victimized mentally, physically, believing it when he says, I'm so sorry, baby. I love you, baby. It won't happen again. First case scenario, lying in a river of blood, face down. Stop digging your own grave, because some sorry nigga promised you fame. You're turning tricks now. You're the local corner superstar. How far do you think the streets will take you, make you, then break you? Stop blaming the brother for the turning to the likes of another woman. Retrace the steps of your lost soul, because there's something going on. Choosing a man over your child, now the super wonder is not around. Sisters, Rhapsody didn't have to be a travesty coming from an entity with one more leg than you and me. Because sisters, you don't have to take less than you deserve, especially when you stop being so reserved. Because sister, we're two of a kind, oh sister. You've been on my mind, 'cause sister, I'm keeping my own. Sometimes my language gets a little bad. That's okay. I'm a poet, I'm an artist, I'm sensitive about my shit. She's cinnamon mocha, brown skin, ebony jewel. Mother, daughter, sister, virtuous, ladylike, female. Woman, she banshee warrior. Reinterpreting definitions of four-letter words. Deleting the fifth because that's your insecurity. To brand label she, beauty, as a four-legged creature. Dare you kiss the lips of humanity with laxative-induced lip-slipping society into a coma of vocal affliction. Downsizing us, we, woman, with words blazing like auxiliary cannons. Most venomous of our kind is our kind. Playing judge and jury with words that breed to little brutal lashings. Flip the hand to the back in my day, wordplays get you slain. You see, we, whoa, man, are righteous as we are. Bleeding for life. Pushing future out wounds. This is war of the word B.H. Step up and embrace. Replace that lyrical massacre. Word science shouldn't be so simplistic, downsizing us without uprising us like Cleveland public school system. We are Fortune 500 women, not cubic zirconia drippings. We are the ultimate bling bling. We are the mother, daughter, sister, virtuous, ladylike female. So watch who you calling a bitch. Ready to run into the open arms of the streets, on a steady path to sweep life into oblivion. Shackled your mind with prison bars, numeric roll calls, 3 hots and a cot, systematically placing yourself on a stereotype list, blackballed from blackballing. I'm your pusher now, pumping facts through clogged brainwaves. Pace yourself, son. Fingertips itching for the green. Slapping your queen, think you're king now, don't you? You're not too pristine to fall prey to the wiles of the world. While, yes, I call you a boy. I'm shaking you off my breasts. My nipples are cracked, baby. You've attacked my brain with strife and pain. Body, I will not claim from the cold steel. Resting like a fish from the lake. Life is at stake. God will have his say. Get you some act right before you meet your maker. Tonight, and be in an eternal rest. I said, get you some act right before you find yourself in an eternal rest. That one was for my son. And he still be acting up. That's all right. Bless his heart. Hail Mary. I pray to you to keep me safe. This place, a fabrication of hurt. Reality, hell. Banished and drowned since the creation of Adam and Eve. Cast upon a world of sin and complication. I've seen the proof of Armageddon through eyes that grew like a microscope. Analytically questioning this fear of reality. Life marked with questions and answers have not. The destruction of this world approaches quickly. Wicked souls gamble with life as if ordained God. The devil's footprints are just beneath our feet, etching paths on grassy knolls, burning each one with havoc and androgyny. Poverty surrounds me. Fiends walk around like mummified corpses. Young souls pledge unification as advocates for the devil's deeds. This is hell, with tar-covered veins flowing from neighborhood to neighborhood, branching new levels of sin, each portal containing misery. Masked in a charade as pray I purge my soul in confession. Now lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord keeps me from the wrath of murderous rapists and cannibalistic demons feeding rapidly upon my flesh. Infested tongues, possessed minds. If this is not hell, then release me from the gates of purgatory, weighed out like stock waiting to extend judgment for this here world. Here sins is commercialized through airwaves as fame. Decaying spirits stand on corners selling dope and souls to the highest bidder. Maybe, just maybe if I lived in Zoe's world, a place that resembles heaven with discarded dreams, would I be free, but permanently entrapped and wrapped to this life in hell. I pray. Our Father who art in heaven, I pray. I pray. So this one is a really personal one. It's about a young girl who literally was tricked out by her parents. True story. I was only 4 years old. Prayed to the city streets. Shackled to the bedpost, bound by family ties. She, my maternal bloodline, beseeched my innocence to feed her addiction of a 10-second high. I rode this ride till ripened maturity. Reveled in a southern plantation mentality. A proclaimed open pussy. Fucked by society was I. Speaking in tongue because I made Jane my addiction. Fiction, this is not. These streets got me locked. I stopped time with every line I told. Choked smoke through glass sticks, sucked and swallowed it whole. My spit was the lubrication. Buried my soul quietly in alleyways. Parted legs exposing my identity. My face wasn't what them tricks would see. Tainted kisses, wishes, jaded, faded, gone. Thought I was the most beautiful thing. Numb my existence with vices to spread my legs again and again, just to release my soul. This is all I knew since I was 4. I became the local late night tour. Never kept score. Faces, permanent scars, open to fester. Feeding upon my soul, they are toxins. Toxins, I say. But someday my prince will come. Death surrounds me in this transgression between heaven and hell. God watches over me. I emancipate my spirit, rebirthed. I awaken stronger. But after this life, what will be? And as for the bloodline, I forgive her. Darkness was my nourishment. Coldness, my blanket. Bitterness of the day, my salvation. Again, I pray someday my prince will come. But until that day, I belong to the streets. Lost State. I stand in silence, beaten till black and blue in some strange hue of purple that I never knew exists. Mind lost in bewildered woods, consumed by obscure voices, eating away in a core with such petty bullshit of me's and who are they? And we won't talk about the blunt blows to the cranium from the constant tongue lashings from a lover dead now. They make you lose control as you suck and sip upon vices to keep steady. I have Tourette's syndrome. You never know. So leave me alone and leave me the hell alone. It's okay though. The calm rebirth in my brain stabilizes insane thoughts, taking life for granted. I walk around numb, voided, ducking and dodging dark shadows for fear that he who tormented me in life is stuck between a transgression of heaven and hell. I pace anxiously, grasping ears overdosed by noise and confusion. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shh, they may hear you. The voices, they keep coming and coming for me to save them. I recall a wretched child, a wretched soul, from the grasp of an undertaker, hands bound by bamboo branches I can't break free. Speak easy now. They still hear you. Let me be, I say. My mind is unstable, labeled manic in this whirlwind of fine dividing lines between sane and insane. Sounds echoing high then low, collaborating like heavy metal and 20 cackling hens, fending for self. I cannot withstand the voices, the voices, the voices, they voices, the voices, they, the voices, the voices, they won't stop. Control of my sanity is lost. Vanity was never defined as I sit with bloodshot eyes stressing from delusion. I cannot stop the voices. People, we are caged animals in this world of venom and demise. They say that we are free in this here home of the brave. Land of bigots, vagabonds, and peasants throwing high fives and peace signs as little boys do drive-bys, barely hold nines and token lunchboxes. This is our future on drugs, uneducated and set forth by materialist exhibitions. No wonder we're fucked. Pockets are getting fatter and they damn sure aren't mine. Lineage of tension are in this taxpayer's pants. Credit was exceeded before it even started. Government optics got us on dummy Mission Impossible tactics, climbing corporate ladders, being sawed off with every step we make. Pulled like puppets and strings, controlled and brainwashed by monetary means, and not realizing we're living in a life-size constitutional institute of public housing, being regulated by the foul smell of air and sucking it all in like carbon monoxide. We're getting pimped, y'all. Pimped by Congress, fucked by the Constitution, and played like a hoe by Uncle Sam, and here they go again, denouncing plots of a terrorist assassination. Curtains open, red button pushed. Activation, mass genocide. America is in a state of 911. Golden boys in blue totes guns capped off by donuts and coffee drops. Can't help us, bellies swollen by the jelly while innocent young soldiers die for the red, white, and blues, exclaiming glory over blood-filled rivers and not knowing why the fuck they're fighting in the first place. But it's home, right? How about we just say fuck it like they say fuck us, and with intrusion, interrogation, and incarceration. Now, I've seen those satellites eating away like acid raindrops trying to get to the inner core. Kidnapping sanctity with trials and tribulations, exporting thoughts and freedom of speech like vanished goods. And I thought self-expression was a right? Technology runs rampant. Numbers tracking us since birth. Number 22222 you are out of your area of designated poverty. Your library card now labeled as a red flag, and that new navigational system you thought was luxury mapped out designation before arrival. And here we all stand with hands over hearts pledging allegiance to, while they still clutch pocketbooks and wallets to let us realize we still don't have it yet. Hell, maybe it's me tripping. Hard times do come and go again and again, and shit does happen for the good of mankind, and fuck it, there is no place like home. America, with 2 Ks, 3 Ks actually, period.
All right.
Because of the state of the world, I am in progress of making an America too. I don't know if that's gonna come out pretty cool. There's gonna be some stuff said in that one. Somebody told me once before, it's like, you sure you should be saying that? I was like, why not?
Yeah.
I was like, it's true, it's real. Like, check it out. We got an orange Oompa Loompa in the White House right now. This one is called Snakes. Life. Tricks of the unconscious mind, rewind, set to play. A game of high-stakes chess match. Reality, a picture-perfect tranquility. Overcast, a muggy haze. Moods change. Sweet to bitter. Instinct, calculated caution. Suddenly it comes. Movements slow, hauntingly melodic around you, surrounding you. You entranced by this unusual dance of chance. Realizing you know its familiarity. Simulating it as sweet wine. This snake-toting mask covers the stench of jealousy as friendship. Taking it in, giving it shelter. Biting the apple of deceit, 4 walls have been infiltrated. Your heavenly abode is no longer your home. Sourpuss face taste, swallowing it whole. You sense it again, playing peekaboo behind lying eyes as your man lays claim between someone else's thighs. You ride this roller coaster one last time. Heart crumbles to ash in view of depreciation, a condom stash. Irrational you reaches for this mass serpent, squeezing it firm. Cell block 8 is now your new mate. Life's fate hangs from heartstrings. Venom flows from bite stings, from the ankles to the thighs, to the thighs, to the eyes, to the fatty tissue of the brain. The burning shoots through your veins. The poison overwhelms you. They slither, wrapping themselves around your throat till you hit that baseline you tote. Don't be fooled. Popping pills enhance your senses. Pink, blue, purple. Hey, sometimes you want to be free, so you smoke weed. Don't be fooled. Deceit plays behind deceit. Wisdom's key can't be found without memory. They do look good and mask the slithering menaces, pouring down politics. Parlor tricks from orifice. These anacondas are the biggest pimps. Last on us like hoes, turning us into pros from the cons of their antics. Spoon feeding us fallacies like government cheese. They will never quit until they subdue the conscious mind unconscious, rendering you lifeless. They come like a sudden hex. Chameleons they are. Guilt, fear, racism, skepticism even plays its part until screams of caustic rages come from within. The situation defines you. Gravity pulls you in all directions. Delusional you sees it but are unsure of it. Mass confusion unmasked is still a snake. Pick your poison wisely. Caution, the new antidote. Again, I am not a singer.
You good though.
Yeah. I wish I could not sing as well as you cannot sing.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. Close your eyes, say goodnight, 'cause your daddy's right by your side. It was January 6th, 1972. 11:45 a.m. a child was born. Unbeknownst of her fate, she was born unto a father, mother born. Her life became cannibalized, raped of innocence and virtue. Solitude, a labyrinth of quiet storms phasing into eruptive volcanoes. She senses him inching near her again. Risen parts in hand, clutched fist of hers. He reaches for her, she reaches for him. He reaches for her, she screams. Screams that stagnate in a route like frozen windrifts in January. She sits in the corner of a dustless soul, sheltering her soul from the unwanted taboo of her father's spirits ravishing into her temple, devouring and showering her with frail essence with the meat piece of sweat. The push and pull of daddy's weight against her body left her blistered, stained, threaded sheets. The scent of salt, stale, salty cum, lullabies etched in her memory. He sang, "Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Daddy's gonna. Words, taking possession as entity in the night. Hush, little baby. Daddy's words lingered in her ear. Daddy's gonna. His hot breath on her neck like frozen specks. Her face numb, scared, alone. She hovered the dark corners of her room. She senses him inching near her again. She screamed. She screamed. She screamed. He killed her sacred being, her world now emotional roller coaster of hatred and despair. Cover the open wounds to her soul. Hush, little baby. Daddy's gonna buy you a... Mama said. Mama never said anything. Never saw anything. I wasn't that vision in her eyes that made her heart fill with pride. As she lied, she tried to hide those skeletons that fell from her closet, thinking they were mine. The difference he set between three bound my glass heart with strings, pulling left to right. She thought it wouldn't crack. Her words attacked my lobes, probing and defecating my mind with mental waste. The distaste left my esophagus swollen from the poisonous overflow of nouns and adjectives pouring from her mouth. Mama could've, would've, should've, but didn't. She said she would be by my side, lies, yet more lies. Where was the support for my vision? Where is she on those dark, empty nights when I cried alone? Pride shot down like a rare eagle in flight, out of sight and mind. Her love was like a toothache without the Novocaine. I stood for the fight for her love. A mutilated soul she didn't hold but tried to control. I reached out for Mama's hand to take some of life's burden off my back. But it wasn't there. I called out to her. I said, Mama. I said, Mama, where were you when I needed you? To keep the push and pull of Daddy's weight off my frail being with immense beads of sweat. Oh, Mama, can't you hear me calling? I'm falling, Mama. She acted as if I was an heir. Her richest seed pushing me aside, I still hear her lies. Mama now sang. Hush, little baby. Daddy's words lingered. And after, like wind drifts, he sang. Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Daddy's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine, Daddy's gonna after that one, okay?
All right.
Yo, we can be back. Stay tuned.
Let's give it up for Essence. Please welcome first the open mic, longtime regular, but it's been like a little bit. We're super excited to have you back. Please welcome Stephen Pryce.
Okay, my first piece is a flash fiction piece called Verbal Abuse.
All right.
The new job was rough. The name calling got to me. Every day they said I was crazy or gay. It was hard to be 33 years old, single, and with mental health challenges. Without friends, those were the only messages that made it to me. I was something different now. I decided my maintenance coworkers would not be my friends, but just to be friendly with them.
Oh, that's right.
Not yet spring, it was still cold outside. It was a gray, overcast day with no clouds. The sky was blank. I was comfortable in my pink-stained Wrangler jeans, flannel shirt, and sweatshirt. Wearing a watch cap, people said my head looked like a triangle. I walked in the company office building from my car, a Ford Escort. The director wondered how I could afford such a car, but I needed the job. Jeremiah, my coworker, approached me on the sidewalk. He lived in a subsidized apartment nearby and walked to work. He smoked rolled-up cigarettes and had the bag of loose tobacco hanging from his pants pocket, paint thin like mine. What are you doing here, he asked. Working, I said, same as you. I mean, what are you doing working here, he asked, now pointing to me. I repeated myself and added that I worked temporary labor jobs, warehouse and factory jobs. I even tried the landfills and recycling centers. He said he was in prison. I noticed that he always was waving to the men at the gas station. Those are my bros, he said. They were in the penitentiary too. That's when I became a man. Inside, we argued about who would sweep the parking lot. I grabbed the broom and dust bucket. It was the easy work. Jeremiah sat in the office waiting for Jeff, our supervisor. He was always late. I enjoyed working away from them. Okay, this is called Walking Alone. I was missing a significant other, spending my time walking alone in the neighborhood. She was actively dating, not waiting for the right person. I was envious, but thought I had something to offer. So did she. We were involved. She wanted more from me, showing me that others were interested. Were we even friends? Our times together were fun, but I wasn't the only one. I couldn't imagine her by herself. I wanted to break up. She insisted I come over. In her driveway, she came to my car with a flashlight. We're going to the trail. We walked and talked. She wanted to go further, walking ahead of me, complaining constantly that she was lonely.
Right.
Stephen Pryce. Thank you so much, Steve. All right, next up to the open mic. You ready? You're always ready, aren't you? Another amazing poetry voice in the area. If you want something to do on Tuesdays with poetry, you should be connected with Anthony. Make sure you do that if you're not there already. Please welcome to the mic, Anthony Amptified Evans.
Man, I feel like the first time all over again. I think it's that Moscato or the crown apple and cranberry between the two of those. Yeah, I'm feeling real good right now. So I got asked to do What Is Love, so I'm gonna start off with that one. And then I'll figure something out after that.
It's a good plan.
You know what I'm saying? It's the first poem I ever wrote to perform. Getting over my jitters and performing without a pen and a pad. So this is the first one. What is love? And how will you show it to me? If I tell you I love you, is that the only way you'll say it back to me? Well, love is an action, not a word to be defined. And if you were to define it, what words would you have in mind? How would you identify the love between you and I? And is it love or just a strong feeling? Men and women misconstrue the concept of what love should be. Women consider love to be you buy them diamond tennis bracelets for their birthday, taking them movies and dinner, making sure they eat as well as being entertained. Women consider love to be you walking through the car dealership going half on a new whip. Me, I consider love to be us walking through the park holding hands, and when we kiss, the spark that ignites. I consider love to be me getting up at 6 a.m. No, I don't have to be to work at 10, but because you have to be to work at 8, I'm up shoveling your snow. I consider love to be me calling off of work just last week because you're at home with the flu. That's something the lovers do. I want to stay home and take care of you, feed you chicken noodles, soup, orange juice, and ginger ale until you're well. Now, baby, I've shown you all the ways I'll show you love. My only question is, how you show it to me? What is love?
All right.
All right, this next one, since the, what's going on, man? You all right now? Since the Moscato done kicked in, I'm feeling warm and shit. Me. I'm sorry, I was gonna try to sing, but I can't do this shit. I was gonna attempt it for the one time that maybe that crown apple was gonna help. But since I'm inside here, the homie that came inside here to chop it up with me, he just got out the barbershop, like, shit, I'm coming to see you. So we got an event this Saturday on the 8th. I got a squad of new beginners rocking with me, a couple of feature acts I've been rocking with for a minute, but I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. It's good running a poetry event, and you can be inspiration to the youth. When you can go ahead and see the talents that they have when they get on stage and they enraged and want to go ahead and tell their truths. Young man right there came and inspired me because he reminded me what it was like to get on stage again. Go ahead and talk your truths and your truths and go ahead and enjoy the crowd going ahead and giving you hand claps and finger snaps all over again. You went and got lined up. Didn't realize I was lining you up on that stage too. Because I seen what you can do when want to go ahead and throw you in front of people that need to see that too. It's the truth. It's beautiful. I still get the bubbly feeling sensations when I get on stages every now and again. So if y'all ever see me closing my eyes, it's just for me to go ahead and push out the poem that I need to you. It's hard to go ahead and not want to stumble and fall when you go ahead and used to reading from your poem and your page still, and I still get butterflies every now and again, but it's beautiful to watch you looking at me, giving me inspiration. You too can go ahead and close your eyes and just go ahead and vibe to this. And it's cool because I too want to go ahead and cross my hands and do exactly what I do. Poetry Feen did this long time ago when he used to come to 330 and we was going ahead and getting it in Akron and Cleveland. Once again, it's been beautiful. But again, that wine got me feeling good. That shot was everything that I needed. And I got brothers back in the back told me to come here on Thursdays to go ahead and relax, chill, enjoy the songmanships, the writing paths of what they could do. So I promised them I'd come through. And I honored that too. And Angry Cow, and always showing me love when I step inside the building. So it's wonderful that I can go ahead and bless you now on stage with my gift and just go ahead and spit just a little bit. And I got more than one person inside the building who made me feel just good just from a simple hello. And the first time she came inside the building to the 330, Versified Expressions always meets. It's been beautiful. We gave her a feature. She shut down the show. Didn't know she had so many followers that would show her the love that she needed. It's been beautiful ever since. But I don't remember her name as often as I need to. I just remember her scent because she smells like no other. It's been beautiful ever since. I can sit and talk trash to her as often as I want to because of the vibe that we connected from that first day. And then I got ones who've been watching me since the first day. Essence has always showed love too. I gotta go ahead and give her my hats to everything that she do when she always speaks my name so high inside buildings that I'm not even in, so I appreciate you. I go ahead and do this every now and again. It just feels good to go ahead and just jump on stage and just talk my truth. The beautiful views of everybody going ahead and showing me love and smiles as I go ahead and do what I do on this stage. And I just want to tell you one thing. Amerikkka, thank you. It's been amazing.
All right. Anthony Amptified Evans. Thank you so much, Anthony.
No problem.
We've got another regular coming up to the mic next. We have a nice mix of new and regulars here coming out tonight. It's nice to see that. I'm glad you're all here. Please welcome next to the mic, Amann.
I'm old, and it sucks getting old.
Here, here.
I can't remember what year was that eclipse that we had to go down south to see, not the recent one. But anyhow, I went there and wrote this after. Under the Tennessee sky, which darkened with the eclipse, an excellent band spun a sci-fi rock opera. The sunset spanned all degrees of the compass. A black butterfly slept on a blade of grass. After the event, the magic faded quickly into milling traffic. Miles to go to Louisville, supper and sleep. Long stationary spell on the interstate. Dark and late, Fritos and a tall boy for supper. Still, the eclipse was worth it all.
Hey.
These are new. Standing. A few folks stood up at the center of town because they were fed up with things going down. They stood strong, but they could have used some more to share what they were standing for. If you don't like the things you see going on, it's time to stand before freedom's gone. If life is lacking for justice and meaning, it's time to stand up and quit leaning. When injustice is no longer shrouded, I hope for all the streets get crowded. For trouble to be good, it takes so many. Stand for your rights before there aren't any.
Come on.
This is new, but it's about when I was way young. I lived out in the valley, out in Podunk. Under and upper. Poor folk in the valley, looking out for one another. Enough to make ends almost meet, still sharing with their brother. Rich folk high on Golden Hill, always craving so much more. Already have more than they need, what are they grasping for? Old folks believed in golden rule, they tried to do things right. Now greed is ruling everything, and folks are crying in none of that. That's it.
All right, Amann, everybody. All right, we're going to keep this open mic going. Is this your first time on the open mic? Okay. Just trying to remember. But, all right, so we have a first time for Angry Cow open mic here. Please give it up for Mikaya.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Good.
This is my first poem that I wrote this year.
Yeah.
Traumatic. Oh, the mic moving. Hold on, y'all. Okay.
Traumatic mic moving.
Poem right there.
Oh, we gonna restart.
That's actually a good line.
No, for real, I might write that down. Traumatic, more like dramatic, more like a panic attack, struggling to breathe. Not really realizing that she really died. Me or my grandma are both on the same day. I wonder why. I was really crying like a newborn baby at the age of 11. The pressure kept pushing down on my chest, trying to suffocate me. I've already died on the date, June 15, 2019. Now I am 2 years away from turning 19 and I consider myself as alive. Just look at my smile. Once upon a time, it was always just fake smiling inside of me. I was truly dying. That was just 5 years ago. Am I even going to make it to 19? I died once and I don't want to do it again. I got one more. It's titled Conspiracy Theories. It's not a lot I can do with a fucking red mirror. Why do the red mirror exist? What is it supposed to show me truly? So no, you cannot trick me into thinking that I'm ugly, man. Listen, I know I look good. Red mirror, why are you here? Why come to me? I'm doing good with a regular mirror. With the red mirror I never experienced with the red mirror. Oh, my bad, y'all. Red mirror, why the fuck did you come to me? Poem.
Right.
Thanks so much. Another first timer next up to the open mic here at Amerikkka Poetry. Please welcome Cee I Am Poet.
Hey. So yeah, I'm gonna read this one poem. This is the only poem I did this year so far. I don't even know if it's done. But, it was a prompt. The prompt was the emotions I'm feeling or something. The emotions I feel, I'm now kind of numb. I can't even cry when I try. The emotions I feel, sad, mad, hurt, disappointed in myself, anger and rage, lost or found, grateful and thankful. The emotions I feel, I'm still going through bullshit. I'm getting too old to still do the same dumb shit. Living and learning, I just want love. I just want to be free. I'm on the fence. I'm free, but I'm binded. The emotions I feel, is it really traumatic when I cause it on myself? I am the reason, not the season. The emotions I feel, I now love me. Do I love me enough? I still put myself through hell. Yeah, I'm big and bad. I stand on business and hold my own. I now have boundaries. That's so new for me, but how true for me. The emotions I feel, I don't know how to feel. I can't even cry when I try. I stay playing a tough role. Some have even called me a narcissist. I am the traumatic event, the walking red flag. How am I traumatized from myself? The hurt I allow still, the hurt I inflict on myself, I'm almost numb, so I don't even feel it. But I feel it harder than hell. I just want to bail. Being alone doesn't solve it, but I love myself. That's what I got, and I'm going to stick with that. If nothing else, it is what it is. I do what it do, and I'm working on me. It's a lifetime of work. So as long as I'm loving me, I'm numb. I can't cry when I try. So that's a step, because I used to cry so much and all the time. The emotions I feel, I'm overflowing with emotions. This poem could go for days, but I will end it for now.
Right.
I was trying to be keeping it clean. As I was saying, the child is in the room. Like, I'm respectful in front of children. And my daughter's like, what you do with it? I'm like, what you do in front of your own kids, you're not going to do in front of other kids. So I'm being nice. Yeah, I got nice poems too.
Got one.
You gotta find it though.
Right, it'd be hard to find now. Like a breath of fresh air, the wind knocking at my window. You were persistent and didn't give up. You felt I needed to breathe and a taste of fresh air. God always knows what you need best. He sent me an angel. He sent me you. Someone so different from anyone I ever experienced. Someone who really knows my worth and without hesitation ready to do the work. So refreshing, like a tall glass of water. A tall glass of water. Tall, dark, and handsome. I want to be so good to you, make love to you, make all your love dreams come true. If only you will be mine and mine only, I'll be loyal and true like a breath of fresh air. Thank you.
All right. Cee I Am Poet. All right. How y'all doing?
Alright.
Cool. All right, we got more for the open mic. Hope you're ready for some more. Next up to the open mic, I believe first time down here on the open mic. I know we've shared space before, but I don't think in this room. So I'm really glad you're here. Please welcome to the mic, Poetry Feen.
How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I like to hear. Before I get into it, my name is Poetry Feen. I host the open mic up in Cleveland, Ohio. We actually have a show this Saturday.
Damn good one too.
Thank you. So if you got your social medias out, you can follow us at Lift Every Voice Open Mic. You ain't got to worry about no funny letters, no spaces, no backslashes, none of that. Just Lift Every Voice Open Mic, and you will stay abreast of all that we do. So if you're not doing anything Saturday, we invite you up to come and rock with us.
What time?
Doors open at 6 o'clock.
You got time.
And we rock till whenever. So, I'm trying to be different. A little bit, not a lot of bit, but a little bit. Like, I'm always yelling because I'm big. And, like, that's the only real value my guy is yell. So I've been trying to work on it. And I don't write. I know that's weird to be a poet that don't write. And I don't. Yeah, I know that echo, I don't like it.
That part.
And I also, I don't use.
We don't do mic.
I don't use microphones. Don't worry about it. No, it's weird. It's weird. So yeah, like I said, I normally do a lot of yelling because I feel like yelling is how you get your point across. So I've been writing lately, trying not to yell. So I'm gonna do a new joint. It's called Wasted Space. I get drunk off pain and high off hate. Stuck perilously parked in place, honking the horn, waiting for self-pity to arrive because I've missed it. Wandering aimlessly around Wallow's property, hoping to get invited in for shots of shame. No chaser, because a chaser would mean I have something to go after and all I want to do is hide. I hate hope like hell hates fan, like Magic hates condoms, like George Foreman hates naming his kids anything other than something George related. Yeah, if you can't tell, I hate hope. I'm in dire disbelief that I haven't distanced myself further from Desire's dumbass. Oh, wishful thinking ass. Oh, positive head ass. The 6 P's say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. My 6 P's say properly pulled pistols provide pleasure. Wasted space wonders where I went wrong. Why words of affirmation wreak havoc on my mental state. Why is it that when destiny dishes out destinations, I'm only deemed worthy of depression, disdain, and dilapidated or deflated feelings? Why hasn't growth grown tired of forging me in the fires of fuck around and find out? Why can't I scream from the highest point possible? Hope, I hate you, you ornery waste of worthless space. And not be looked at negatively or have my opinions questioned for validity or be ignored and marked as an invalid with invalid thoughts. I snort lines of lies like, without it, my life force is lacking. I race to realize that my life must be a waste of wretched space. And I'll continue to live it until it reeks of the rancid smell of happiness and my heart is no longer filled with hate. Thank you.
All right.
I can't say I wrote this year, but I finished it this year.
All right.
It's called Salutation. So, one of my biggest things is I'm an advocate for mental health. I'm all about mental health. I believe everybody should have proper mental health. So I do a lot of things to promote mental health and also to introduce people to the fact that mental health exists, especially in people in my community who have been told for so long to just suck it up, and especially men as well who've been told to toughen up and all of that, and not realize that we have been destroying and depleting ourselves for years because we failed to hear the truth within ourselves. So this is Salutations. Coupled with confusion, my conclusion jumps to a critical mass. A deep dive into a depressive state, an influx of irate irrationality only increased by insert mountains made of molehill. Why does no one hear my cries? I mean, I scream and holler, hoping help heaves itself into the moment. I plead for pleas and reprieve. Promissory notes left on the walls of my deep dark corner force me to follow up every action with a question. Why can't anyone hear me in my thoughts? Inward streams of praise and proud moments suffocate sections of my mind being bombarded by the monster. I think it hates my smile. It feeds forcefully on my joy. My pain is its greatest creation. I'm so tired of bearing witness to my brokenness. The tears burn my cheeks. They are swollen and saturated with self-pity. They become almost sulfuric acid-like. So I hold them back almost effortlessly, tirelessly, efficiently, effectively, wearily, woefully, recklessly. But I still smile. I have to. I'm the fun dad. My joy feeds futures yet to be forgotten by yesteryear. The cracks in my mask are almost criminal to be seen. I have a rigorous routine regulated by regular practice. Confirm its presence and seal it from view. Confirm and seal. Confirm and seal. Confirm and seal. Conceal. So what you're saying is no one can hear me in my mind? You mean I'm really alone? What do you mean these bars aren't real? These hinges don't squeak. This plexiglass shell isn't impervious or impenetrable. So why do my hands bleed from the barrage of blows landed in hopes of piercing its perfect clarity? Why do my healed, broken bones ache from the multiple failed attempts at escape? A prisoner in my mind, imprisoned in my mind by prisms in my mind. Irresponsibly thinking, irresponsibly speaking though, like, listen, irresponsibly speaking, honestly, I think I'm holding up pretty well for a man ravenously caught between the raging fires of hell and the routinely regular riptides of high water. But yeah, I'm good though. How about you?
Thank you. All right. Poetry Feen. All right, next up, I believe for the second time on this mic, we have, please welcome to the stage, Heather Brazil.
Hi, gang.
Hi.
This is the second time I've been here, but I was planning on reading a poem about some art that I had made, and I was going to show you the art and be like, "This is the poem that I read about my art," and blah 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 blah. Then I was like, I want to do something good, so instead I sent my daughter a text, and I got to thinking, and I just had some like really moments of clarity, like an hour and a half before this started. And so I sent her a text and I was like, blah, blah, blah. Clarity, clarity, clarity. Thanks for being there. You're the best. Love, Mom. And give me a topic to write about right now. And she said, cherry blossoms.
All right.
And I said, okay. So I took like maybe 15 minutes. And the first thing I thought was I took her and her stepsister to the cherry blossom festival down in like by the canal last year, and it was so cold but so pretty because the sky was like blue. Do you remember that? The blue part, the blue sky?
Yeah.
February. And then a little bit of gray, but the blossoms were all so pretty. It was a very nice day, but I secretly I was really sad that day. Really sad. I had a bad day. And so I thought of that, cherry blossoms, and then I thought instantly, I love poetry, and I thought of Ezra Pound's yes, somebody else knows this too. It's like a sort of like a haiku of his, Faces in the Metro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes, these faces in the Metro these apparitions in the metro, petals on a wet black bough. And I said, okay, I'm going to write the poem for my daughter. I'm going to be a good mom and write a good poem. And here it comes.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, and this is what I had to write it on, too. So I did this just for I'm usually a visual artist. It says Ezra Pound in a station of the metro, the apparition of these faces in the crowd, petals on a wet black bough. Okay, and then on the back of it I wrote my poem. It's still too cold to linger. The branches of incubating blossoms are blackened with frozen rain. The distant sky argued over trivialities, while cold wind penetrated our woolen attire. The glazed upreaching branches embraced the piercing air and breathed out love. That love became blossoms. The most delicate pink cherry blossoms, unblanketed from the trade winds. She almost blew away. What will become of my love that wanders looking with haunted eyes? It wasn't the petals that clung for life to the branches. It was the branches, naked against the early winter storm, the midwinter, the late, the other late, the most recently early spring winter storm. It wasn't the branches that held up the blossoms. The blossoms were suspending the branches.
All right. Heather Brazil.
It's Wednesday. Look at my shirt.
I love that.
Woo! I love it.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Heather. Next up, we have another new voice to the open mic. We're going to diverge a little bit from poetry on this one. I'm excited, maybe. We'll see. Please welcome to the mic, Ivy Morris.
So, don't judge me. I have a little bit of stage fright. My stomach is kind of in my throat right now.
You're in good
Okay, I
hands.
have it too.
Right.
Mhm.
So, here's some jokes I'm going to tell. I know it's not poetry. Sorry, y'all. But, so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you some really funny dad jokes that are quite... And, okay, this one's really bad.
I love the setup.
I'm such a good self-navigator. My self-driving car asked me for navigations. Oh my god. This one I saw on YouTube. It was like, okay, what did the sushi say to wasabi? Wasabi.
I'll land.
Oh, this one's good. What do you call a sheep who can sing and dance? Lady Baba. Okay, let me. I'm shaking right now. So.
You're good. You're
You're
good.
doing fantastic. You're doing so good, Ivy. How did the hamburger introduce his girlfriend? Meat patty.
That's just not even nice.
I apologize.
Okay, thank you, Ivy.
Tell your dad where you're at.
Does he have a dad joke? I'm on.
Ask him for a dad joke.
Dad, give me a dad joke.
Phone a
Yeah,
friend.
give me a dad joke.
Quick.
I'm on a stage
Fast.
right now. Quick. Give me a dad joke. I don't care if you don't have any dad jokes.
I'll make one up.
Okay. He said knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting.
I'll be home in a second. Why was the skeleton scared to go bungee jumping? Because he had no guts.
Ivy Morris. Thank you, Ivy. You know, here at this event, we had a poet in the middle of a feature have their own phone go off. Not mentioning any names, my friend, but which was a hilarious moment. I don't know that I've ever had anyone take a phone call during the open mic. So, you know, there's always new things going on as you're coming out for events. Excited to have you here. I'm glad you came up, Ivy.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you came. Please welcome next to the open mic. I'm going to call you a regular. Make sure you chat with Plan B tonight because not only is Plan B amazing, but she smells amazing like every single damn time. And you just want to smell that too. Please welcome to the mic, Plan B.
This first piece is called Broken Love. No matter how much the sun's blazing, it's always in my favor. I don't get tired. I feel so amazing. Gates, golden, electrical rays translating a deep genetic code that's embedded on your eyelids. So much truth ablaze, your vision's no longer 20/20. It's been emaciated. These are gifts that your spirit can embrace. When it gets hot, I don't get agitated. I get emanated, hypermelanated, upgraded, activated. Flight risk, don't check for her. The manifest won't register. It reads Jane Doe, black hole, out of space, 5-dimensional. Her mother loved her. Her father deprived her, yet survived her from love and attention that I as a little girl needed. I could never understand why my father never gave me hugs or he never wanted me to sit on his lap. And he say things like, I don't want you sitting on my lap because I don't want people to think that I'm messing with you. Or any time that he witnessed me cry, leaving salty traces behind, he said, why is you always crying? You ain't got nothing to cry about. The bills is paid. Denise, go ahead and take her out my face. It's times like these that have me viewing my vulnerabilities and my tears as a weakness, a waste. But I still never wasted the opportunity to run home and share what I learned throughout the day with my father. Because at this point, it was like we could only be close when I was showing him my multiplication tables. Alienated, vulnerable times like these had me viewing myself as a downfall. And it bred resentment, love, mixed with hate. I've seen this sick type of manifesto manifest itself before between me and many men. Many men wish death upon me because they are truly dying inside, suffering, projecting it onto me. Man down, gunshot wound inflicted unintentionally, but here still lies a victim of unresolved trauma, released from this revolver. Direct hit, boom, ricochet. Everything I thought I was broken down into a bunch of tiny mirror pieces, speckled glitter, graphite stuck on your face. Sad little girl because her father never emotionally loved on his baby, nor made her voice feel heard or safe. So she went on to attract these same type of traumatized, emotionally unavailable mates, craving the extreme attention, touch, toxic a bit. Nothing that'll throw you out of sync, but just make you sink and shift. Until she realized that her tears and her sensitivities are a gift. Has nothing to do with her. No external validation needed. Honey, get the fuck about my face. You don't need just any old man's traumatized strokes. Fake victim chokes. Lies, nibbling all on my clit. Whole fate, deceit all over his face. Whole mouth inflamed. That ain't the type of head your portal needs to embrace. Come on now. Give 2 Turk jerk shots. Take your hand off the wheel. Will it on in. God's not putting his spirit in alignment with your plans. Be careful. He's a manipulating vulture with his inflamed head. Skitty bop his ass on back, calling on my power and energy back. I've survived yet another attack from the spirits of lust, trickery, envy, fuckery, and I'm still intact, on fire, disintegrating, re-innovating, elevating, and at my own pace, because the sun's no longer blazing. Okay, this is a new piece.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, read this a little bit, and I don't even think I have a title. I know I'm not crazy. I'm divine in my frequency, which is why I know I can't take none of this shit personally. Internal conflict, except this time the projection isn't me. There's nothing you niggas can do to me. I took my pain and personified it into greater depths that you were never brave enough to explore. Not afraid to get my hands dirty, play with the shiftiest, move and decipher with the quickness. People so afraid to be themselves that they hate you for simply being you. Come real close and pursue me, knowing damn well you're not equipped to see what my spirit illuminates. Shines a light through where the crack wasn't full bulletproof. I have compassion in every way, but no, I'm not stupid, boo. Ben knew the fairy tale was over, played peekaboo, faking denial, knowing you wasn't foolproof. Beautifully scarred, standing in the line of fire. I know my worth. If I thought that this was great, I can only imagine what else the universe has in store. Every L I took, every lick I embraced, I took it on the chin. That's why I'm really her. Don't get removed, displaced. I'm giving you grace. Your privileges are revoked from entering my space. I gave you full access. You displayed misplaced anger, hurt. I know you just frustrated, but no one disrespects me. Imagine God sent me here, ushered as a gift in your life, and you acting like I'm not, and a curse, not equipped. And that's where you had me misconstrued. They say you don't know what you got until it's gone. I don't have anything to prove, except to myself. No external validation needed. You don't determine my self-worth. I'm dynamic, not like a lot of people. Rare gem indeed. Check my pedigree. This shit ain't adding up. You said the realest to me. It's right in front of my face. I just chose to look away, be delayed, wanting to believe. I take heartbreak, dissect it for the valuable reasons, where I still stayed true, showed up with all my scars, pain, truth. I'm living testimony, proof. I'm getting better and better each day, my dear. Put here in the name of love, but I'm no fool. Oh, you thought my pen game was dead just because I took out a little time to care, where I didn't have to pretend like I was in a love affair? But you know, I like them crazy a bit. You know when nigga ain't got no sense. But the good sense I do have tells me I deserve more. I deserve better than this. Another one bites the dust. Wasn't ready to take care of the emotional, spiritual health. Inhale, exhale, let it go, let it blow. You can't tear down my character. I've done some shadow work. I have a gift. Explore my emotions with great inspiration. My ancestors talk to me. I use it to tighten up my backstroke. This is in me. Ever since I was a little girl, embodied this. I'm used to not being accepted, because I am acceptance. Pinnacle across your face. Traveled many places. Cut out some bad blood. I used to love to cut on my own wrist. Detox for the soul. Make you whole. The oxygen hits my hematocrit. Pain released. Rooted in Mother Earth. She eats disparities like it's a feast. If you really want to bury me, you're going to need a bigger knife, my G. A sharper one, a much longer one, in order to cut me deep. I already did that. Lick my wounds. Laugh. Defeat. Beauty and the Beast. Look, I'm still here, living and not in fear. But the minute that you think that you're going to choke my love, my spirit, my essence, try and take my breath away, think again. Because I already sat in that car, garage door closed, with a hose, window sealed tight, vents open, exposed, suicide note tucked in the glove box. God woke me up many times. You can never take my breath away. Lived 1,000 lives, not scared to live or die 1,000 more today. Epiphany hit me. Why was my cousin so seemingly happy before he took his own life away? Was it because he knew all the bullshit was about to come to an end? No more pain, no more suffering, heartbreak coming from that place? We had many talks about death. He was a necromancer. Viewed his body a limitation when he could just crack the shell, go free, anywhere, spiritually, come back cosmically, rewrite his generational history. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. Signing off, B. B0717. And also, if you're interested in getting juices, detoxing, or switching over to a plant-based lifestyle, it's plant-based with B. And that's just WITH, and then it's the letter B. Hit me up, I got you.
Plan B, y'all. All right, thanks so much. How y'all doing? We got 3 more to the open mic. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Cool. I am filming the open mic. I guess I should probably say that, but you probably see me standing behind the camera. If anybody, I know the regulars are very aware of it, if anybody doesn't want to be on the video, I do put all the videos back up and guest patch features, and I think the open mic's important because there's amazing people popping up on there all the time. But if you don't want to be on there, just let me know before you leave, and I will make sure I edit that out of the footage if you don't want to be there. Next up, first time here at the Amerikkka Poetry, please welcome Big Cam.
Big Cam, Big Cam.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
All right.
We got a virgin on the mic.
Nah, ain't no bleeder. I'm gonna show y'all something. This poem called Statistics. My mother once told me, son, keep your mind and your body in the same place, but just on a higher learning aspect. I don't know how, but she will always answer the questions that I will ask next. But would you have known it would be hard for me and her to get along because I was trying to be too much like my father, and she knew I would get it wrong? And sometimes I had to sit with my eyes closed and sit alone. Yet, before 5G, I bought 5Gs in the miniphone. I guess it was trap hard to push fast so you can get it gone. Was the way my mind worked. Not really understanding how time worked until the judge added up my father's time first and subtracted his presence. That's when I realized time hurts. It's been a long, long time coming. I know change gonna come. But I was born in the city of Akron with a mother that was still adapting on the way that the city worked. Because she was from Hungary where people were hungry and me and my brothers had to huddle together to share lunch meat. But I guess that's just a figment of my imagination. Waiting to hear my father's voice on the jail call or even to hear the excitement in his voice when the CO screamed mail call would have had us all turn. But something that we all learned was always lead, not follow. Dream with death, but watch your step because you could be next in the cell block. Sitting there shell shocked, counting out cell blocks for trying to move too fast. All she wanted you to do was slow down. Now you're doing the same thing to your children. On them GTL phone building, reminiscing about them same songs. It's been a long, long time coming. Telling your children to finish school. Don't let them be a statistic, but they just won't listen. Because they can hear your voice and maybe can even feel your voice, but at the end of the day, your presence missing. It would be different if you was present with them or there to open presence with them, but without guidance or somebody to confide in, they will end up falling victim to the system. But we have to break change, not help make change, and I won't stop until we can change lives or even help husbands save wives from heartache or heartbreak. Or I can get free and help my brother stay free so we can raise our children. But you know our presence can change their anger to happiness. Don't let them be a statistic. Peace. So, I lost my brother while I was incarcerated. So, this is my brother. My brother, open your eyes is what mommy screamed that she almost seen you take your last breath. My brother almost died from a shot, and I ain't talking about no vaccine. Trying to cope, praying for hope. While I'm sitting in prison asking myself, what the fuck does that mean? Fighting demons while I'm sleeping, begging and pleading for the devils to release him, but if he has to go, for the angels to receive him. My brother, I didn't get to say this a lot, but you was my everything. Plus, I was waiting to touch down so we could do everything. Remember the times we used to walk through the mall and try to buy up everything, but your brother done upgraded and really want to move on to a wedding ring. But with your teaching, I teach our children to love hard because nothing lasts forever. So the first definition I tell them is treasuring, because life is like measurements. I wish I could take these 2 feet and walk that thin line for you. I can release this speech and take that flat line for you, or I can even open your eyes for you. Because Lord knows when you close them, the sound of that 4-500. And sometimes I wish life was like the movie Click and I could rewind time for you, but you should overcome. You still believe in God, don't you? Mama told me even though you can't speak, she could see a smile on you, and I never thought I'd do poetry and people will snap loud for you. My brother, my brother, my brother is what I can scream loud for you, because no matter the outcome, remember I was down with you.
Right. Big Cam.
All right, I'm going to go next. So please welcome to the mic, me. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. How many of y'all familiar with contrapuntals?
Yes.
That's a form of poetry. I got at least one.
Oh, yeah.
I had at least, I know you've heard at least one of mine.
Yeah, that's right.
I've written 2, only in my life. They're really interesting pieces to work on because they're kind of like poetry and puzzles at the same time. So a contrapuntal is written in 2 columns. And the first column is 1 poem. The second column is the second poem. And you read across and you create a third poem and kind of transfer some of the meaning you're setting up. So I wrote 2 of these. I'm going to read those 2 for mine tonight. The first one was back when a lot of statues of racists were falling. And what was the conservative line at that point in time?
Don't erase our history.
Exactly. So, like this is how we learn history, by statues. That's what the purpose is. So this contrapuntal is statues teaching history. So the first one, statues. Marbleized on top of a horse, plaques of honor engraved, basking in sunlight, perched on a pedestal, casting shadows, hiding in darkness the lingering bird shit, an undisclosed atrocity for all, the promised shine that never seems to come, another disappointment, another day. Teaching history. The ghost of history, pale white faces gallantly saving the day. The usual names in our young minds, heroes proudly built impossibly high over all below them. The reality of America's proclamations, with freedom preached loudly each day. Another lesson read with fanfare in an American history classroom. Statues teaching history. The ghost of history, marbleized pale white faces on top of a horse, gallantly saving the day. Plaques of honor. The usual names engraved in our young minds, basking in sunlight. Heroes proudly perched on a pedestal, built impossibly high, casting shadows over all below them. Hiding in darkness the reality of the lingering bird shit. America's proclamations, an undiscussed atrocity. With freedom for all preached loudly. The promised shine each day that never seems to come. Another lesson. Another disappointment read with fanfare. Another day in an American history classroom. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do one more contrapuntal for you. This one is shorter. So we love guns so much in this country. And we love killing. We love killing humans. We love killing our fellow animals with guns and other ways too. And sometimes we certainly appear to love guns more than we love our children. And this piece is children in our sights. Children. We pledge allegiance to the flag. Our children staring into the start of another school day. Having said goodbye to families as they walk to class, the school bell rings. In our sights. The gun, cradled in our arms, the end of the barrel, the piercing bullet, the falling prey. Blood spills. It's hunting season again. Children in our sights. We pledge allegiance to the gun, the flag cradled in our arms, our children staring into the end of the barrel. The start of another school day. The piercing bullet, having said goodbye to families. The falling prey as they walk to class. Blood spills. The school bell rings. It's hunting season again. Thanks. Appreciate that. If you don't yet have plans for this Saturday, I can have your plans ready for you right now, because Lift Every Voices is what time?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And before that, we've got another feature, our next on the open mic. We've got someone featuring at East Cleveland Public Library. What time's that?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. They do amazing little events. What's the second Saturday verses? Is that
Second stanza.
Second
Saturday stanza.
Second Saturday stanzas. Thank you. So you can catch that and have time to still catch Lift Every Voices too. But please welcome to the mic the amazing Arianna.
Okay. Hi, I'm Arianna. I write poems because it's better than going to jail because there's no edge control. That's an important factor. Okay. I'm gonna do the poem first, and then if I feel the vibe, like y'all like the poem, then I'll tell you my social media stuff. But if not, I don't want to just
I already like it.
share it for no reason. Okay. I have no idea what poem I'm gonna do.
That one with the words?
Most of them do.
No, I like the one with like all of the words. It got a start, and then it's a middle.
I got a one-word poem, but I don't.
Okay. The one with the words.
Okay. Oh, so multiple
Can
words.
you do the one with the kitchen, about the kitchen or the water? What is that one?
Oh, you want? Okay. I was gonna say that for the feature, but I can do that.
That's all right. I'll see it.
Okay, and you'll hear it when we'll get that. Okay. So on my necklace, I have. This is my merch. It's a mini CD, and when you tap it, my poem comes up. I'm not gonna let it play now because you'll hear that Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Right.
But I'm gonna probably do it last, so if you do a little delay, you'll have time. Oh, more importantly, happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Okay. How many days? Okay. I have Black Girl Problems 2, Black Girl Problems 4, or Black Girl Problems 5.
5. That looks like it's gonna be all on 5.
Okay. Black girl don't cry at sad movies. Black girl don't be bothered by illusions. Black girl too busy being black. Black girl sing strange fruit when she wake. Black girl know one day she will bear them. Black girl wants black baby, afraid if said out loud she will never come. Black girl thinks she missed her chance. Believes love is a word that walked out on her when she was 7. Believes sometimes love is a black girl pronounced incorrectly. Black girl believes sometimes. Black girl taught early on that she and gargoyle be the same. Black girl don't know what she protected. Don't know who she warned. Black girl stop praying to God. She know he black on white paper, but knows it's nowhere near the same. Black girl wants to slam her way into heaven. Knows her skin be negative space made from shadows and hell. Black girl can change her poems even if she can't change herself. Yes. Black girl still all depressed and shit. Black girl hosts pity party, ignores everyone on guest list. Black girl tired of black boys dying. Black boys that be brothers. Black boys that be best friends. Black boys that be all statistic and no name. Black boys have first names before the obituaries name them. Black boys be broken, be charred and caustic, be plain speech and metaphor, be poetry on stage when all be looking, but nobody watching. So I was on my laptop. I'm trying to curate my poems for this thing on Saturday, and I found a poem I wrote a good group ago. And back in the day, so I used to slang professionally, because rent is due every month. And if your poems is fire and the judges ain't too biased, yes, because score creep is real. Let me heal from back in the day. Anywho, back then I used to write a lot of persona pieces. So this is one of them. I'm gonna see how much I can do from memory. Okay.
And you're giving us your social media after this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, yes. So my Instagram is Black Girl Poet, because I'm black.
What?
I'm just saying, I feel like that was all implied. I feel like all three parts were kind of obvious. Like we said before, the poetry feature, which includes an open mic. So if you feel like you can't listen without speaking, then hit the open mic. Or read a poem in your car and then come in and listen and then hit the open mic after. Basically, show up on Saturday so we can do poems together. Okay. You knew they would someday write about us. How our name, your name, fit comfortably with Sodom and Gomorrah and mine, never spoken into existence. In my final days, I remember so clearly. We welcomed two strangers in our home in an instant. When the men of Sodom congregated around our home, hungry loins, corrupt churches for lips, expecting me to exercise your ability to share. You offered up our daughters to the devil in their mouths, bartered my children, asked for the protection of people you had no blood ties to. You thought my back was facing you, that the eyebrow raise in my shoulder blade was relaxing. I could feel the tombstones rolling down my legs, wandered scripture coming out of me untitled, numbered. Hollow harlots hiding in the hands of neighbors, and not once did you call upon me, Lot. Said my name, my identity, hardening in the dark places of Gomorrah somewhere. Remember when we had each other? You wrapped your love for this family around your fingers. Now your lineage has fled from my grasp. The dead game in my hands must not have growled loud enough. Hip pressed against hip. Bibles upon Bibles bore you a family, stood by you when a faceless man told you to run, and I'm right here, corporeal, and you don't even look at me like, say my name. Do you even know? I was worth the one verse, an example of misdirection, another nameless biblical figure, another sinner from Sodom, lost in the stones, left behind my husband. I had that.
You did. You were rolling.
Oh, wait. Okay. My husband. Oh, I ain't got it. Okay. My husband, you knew they would write about us. Kept it to yourself while the pages engraved heavy on my breast. I read of what the salt thought of me. It said Lot's wife, as if it were a pet name. The rock salt in my hands keep me from reaching out. Were they blue? What about my eyes reflecting from the Dead Sea in our home? I used to be too much meat and not enough bone. I am now stuck, gradually burning. I can see something. Something else of me you left behind. My name. My name.
Arianna. Fantastic. Right?
Words in it.
So, if that wasn't enough of Arianna, and it really shouldn't have been, 4 o'clock or 4:30?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, East Cleveland Public Library on Saturday. Lift Every Voices at 6:30? 6. Anthony, you're about, what, is this Saturday too? There's too much stuff going on Saturday.
8 o'clock.
Man, what time is yours? 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
All right, where at? Versified Expressions?
The Royal Palace on top.
Royal Palace. There's amazing stuff going on all over the place. Get to some of those events this week, this Saturday, because those are going to all be awesome. So, yeah. We're going to take a really quick break. Before we do that, make sure we're coming back for Essence to close out the night here. Don't go anywhere. Before we do that, there is no cover, but there is a suggested $5 donation that goes directly to our feature. Other ways you can do that, you can cash in the bucket. You got little QR codes over here. You can give it right to Essence, skip the middle, just go right there. You can also support the artist by buying the art over here, buying pens, something like that. However you want to contribute, if you're willing and able, please do so. It all goes to our feature today. Take about 5 minutes, get your last drinks from Seth, use the restroom, talk to a poet, talk about some of the poetry you just heard, connect with each other, things like that. We'll be back real soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, y'all. I know there's great conversation going on. I hate to cut it off, but I also want to get this second set in here, this last finishing up of the night, while we still have plenty of people, because I know it's, you know, work night for a lot of us too. So let's please welcome back to the mic the incredible Essence.
All right, y'all. So I know first set was a little heavy, a little emotional. So we're gonna switch it up. Seeing that it's again Happy Black History Month, but it's also Valentine's Day coming up. Huh? Or should I say Massacre Day? But okay, real fast. That's real fast. I'm looking at deep. Okay, I won't. I'll behave. We're gonna turn this second set to a little love and new news. Excuse me on some of the stuff I say. Sorry, we're not sorry. Okay? I love you.
So me. I love you.
I love you. I'm sorry. Mama, I'm sorry. But you already know. You already know. So, you knew what was gonna happen if you brought her. So, just letting you know. Alright? Ooh la la. So, yeah. We're gonna start this set off with, because I'm silly. That's for you, Plan B. This is my ad. It's a newspaper ad. Energetic night shifter. Seeks domestic kitty cat to purr on call. Needs to be a pretty brown with dimples. Thick in the thighs with sugar-coated biscuits for the licking. Union could be pure honey. Also, seeking big, plentiful mandingo dick to cause convulsions and quivering of lips to hips that rotate to spontaneous combustion. Must have unexplainable stamina because the Energizer Buzzy doesn't like quick fixes. Both must be financially, mentally, and emotionally secure. Needs to reply in person. All broke, unbalanced, nuts need not reply. For appointment, dial 216-247-6969. Extension unadulterated code 911. Someone asked me to write a love poem because they viewed me as militant. Really? How do you write a love poem when your heart's never been broke? Took it as a joke and you couldn't respond to love when you never loved yourself. I took a minute in reflection of this question and answer session, realizing my heart's been broken. Took it as a blessing, never lessened worth without settling for self-love. Allowing me to love another so that we can discover in one another what true black love is about. Doubt plays on the mind of bitter love hurts one more time. Taking chance to love again, spinning on this merry-go-round of feelings, ciphering love's melodies in full chords of yes. Finally. This could be the one. Reluctantly following the paper trail of feelings, sifting it cautiously, sipping it slowly like wine, savoring its taste. Its aroma. This fine wine of intimacy allows one to know love. True, sincere, passionate, completely into you, don't want to leave your side kind of love. I've taken that leap around, removing blinders from my heart to wake up to a smile that kissed me for breakfast and fed me passion for dinner. Never had apple kisses till I tasted the passion from his lips. My spirit quickens every mention of his name. Stuck in a daze of black magic, his scent possesses my soul. His touch causes forgetfulness to the point I don't remember my name. It's disorientated insanity, going by the name love, spreading arms and submittance to warm embrace, covering me in chocolate in the windows of when I fell fan. Instantly, euphoric discombobulation flooded my senses. His heart pumped blood with mine's. Lungs could no longer hold air. He wrapped me in his arms, whispers diamonds in my ears, and breathed for me. It was at that moment love became the edge of my essence, allowing me to write this love poem. He played the guitar. It began slowly. Under the moon smile, fingertips to strings stronger than a jimmy riff. Behind velvet curtains he stood my future. Strumming melodic melodies, he played as if we were the only ones in the room. Eyes connect through cigarette clouds, sharing love in the windows in private code. Nothing in common, but found common ground with fingertips to strings. He played the guitar. Stroked strings like the curls in my hair, slow, steady, passionate, freeing inhibitions. Became slave to his rhythm of psycho-functionary rock and roll. Stairs abruptly stopped. Like hide-go-seek behind abandoned buildings, he sees me but can't phantom the words from his lips. Grasp secret smiles as if fragile petal drops blown in the wind. Caught feelings of funk melodies between my thighs as he played, bared his soul of sweet pain. As if only for me to hear. My heart screamed back, I hear you. Breathing intensely, our energy, our passion fused through haze crowds. Found comfort in one another, just for that moment. That moment we were one. Free, fed me Nina spells, Billy tears, laid me down around midnight to Thelonious, and at last freed me with Ella. This is some serious fuck me tonight feeling, but I can't let him know he's got my heart laughing and open to receive. He played on, killing the hurt, barricaded under flesh. It feels so right. Easy conversation without words. Sampled a taste of his warmth, his need through serene sound with fingertips to string. Strong and smooth like aged cognac. I was hooked. I saw you standing there, like sweet mellow jazz pulsing through my veins. You were the one walking through the dreams of you were the one walking through the purple rain of my tears. Like beams of moon indigo streaking the sky, it was you. Taking my heart's pain, minted it with visions of a new moments in you, with you in the forever tomorrow, removing all my sorrows of yesterday's past to my future of you. Creating under amber waves of heaven, we birthed a love that's rare, sweet smelling black roses on summer afternoon. Take my hand and lead me to a life wherein roses run streams of high mountain cliffs, forming a waterfall to our destiny. Pure, white splendor. Love so innocent and new, we rest our mind state in an eternal matrix of us. You are the constant smile that brightens rainy days and winter nights. In the vast fields of my mind, I sense every inch of you tiptoeing through the membranes of us. You're that forever rainbow that illuminates midnight skies like fairy tale dream worlds, hovering the portals of my eternal being. I saw you standing there. It was you. It was you awakening my senses with yesterday's kisses, tomorrow wishes, and a reminiscence of a forever us. You're that nourishment that gives me strength and feeds my soul when days are bleak. I hear you speak in deep silent whispers and unspoken words. Gaze into the depth of my soul, into the wings of my warm embrace and taste. Love like island fruit once forbidden, and golden sunrises glistening on the morning dew. You're that true reality in the fantasy realm. I saw you standing there. It was you, broadening my horizons with breaths renewed. Gee, I ain't gotta be militant all the time. Only for a moment. Touch. Firmly. Softly. Passionately. Open, slowly, wide, abundantly. Give more. Spontaneously I combust. Images of longing for you are not mine. Deep in transitional thought we ride the wave of unity and dreams of another lifetime, where we consummate to become one. In arms of another I lay prey to become your prey, running like a victim of circumstance, waiting to love you like a poem, slowly creating, birthing rhythm, nurturing a flow that's just right. I rise to fall upon night, vision blurred, reaching for clarity, introspected by a mass charade of love eternal, conditioned to be just that, love. Smothered by the existence of a deeper feeling of being in love with another, he slowly embraces me, touching firmly, softly, passionately, open slowly, wide, abundantly, freeing love misplaced, found, and then undefined between pages of a dictionary, a flower pressed between pages never to be crumbled like and blown away like dust. I've gazed into his eyes 1,000 times, wishing, hoping, praying to be his for a lifetime, to cry a song of realization blues, to remember we touched softly, firmly, passionately, endlessly, to open slowly, wide, abundantly, freely. I love. He loves, enduringly, completely, forever, another. Dear Diary, I have a secret of the heart that I must confess. It knocks softly on my head, pounds abruptly on my chest. I rest unassured in this feeling of being secure and enveloped, folding my soul like an envelope, opening this hole to view an immiscible love right in front of me. Too blind to see, too scared to reach, too naive to know that he came in a package marked urgent, time-sensitive material. Dating back to that moment, falling prey to the sway of love's rhythm, I resurrected my soul in his arms. Listened to his songs of the heart serenading with an overflow of orgasmic melodies. We, oh yes, we came together. When doubt acknowledged the fact that love played me one too many times. Liquefied tears fell from my eyes to his hands, to his lips, to taste a fraction of my sorrow. Stealing each one and replacing them with stars during daylight hours, and a forever spring in my step. I've kept this secret like a child playing hide and seek for myself, denouncing the fact that this is love, an emotion. An emotion annihilated by the pain of my heart being ripped apart by forceps of love going wrong, by fear of suffocating from it. It is love. Heart now open, reprieve, sonnets of a new day. He graciously opened doors, gratified occult depression. I saw God in him. It was the simplest things that allowed me to utter the words, I love you. He sent me on supreme being, sent me on flights above sea level with one kiss. The strength of his hands never missed the inclination of my thoughts. He smiled, narcotic horizons whispering, welcome home, homeless heart. Package marked urgent, delivered. Opening, I would know this would be the last package I would ever have to open. He used to speak words of spiritual diction, unearth my soul birthing thought seeds. Bleeding pen on paper trail stopped when the rhythm of his words ceased to exist. I was his poetry of a lifetime. He, my sonnets under pale moonbeams, we fused together like conjugated verbs on pink parchment paper. Soft, beautiful words that brought me to climax rivers of soliloquies. I deep-throated his love, sucked and swallowed it whole, upchucked the meaning of this relationship to me. Relation, set aloft. Destination, to nowhere. Playing Nina's blues, couldn't pen pain the way his pen penned love. He celebrated me with every inhale and exhale. I took his name because he didn't need it. Words, false nourishment, feeding meaty flesh to bone, exposing a skeleton. Book, open. Story, incomplete. We couldn't rewrite the wrong until we gave the word love a new meaning. Love a verb, now. I begged him to speak easy again before the symmetry of we stops. That one. Do I want that one? No. He asked me, should I do that one now or should I do that one last? I think I do that one last. Okay. I can still taste you.
Okay.
After leaving my lips naked, ebbed addiction of moist soliloquies on Cupid's bow, aimed to shoot firm, precise hands over delicate sheets. Spreading my notebook fully open, reaching to scribe your ink across my pages. I advanced to stages unknown to stand naked, relieving your abstinence, distressing the stress from final curtain calls on blue-lit stages, the main act to an audience of one. Deep-throaty microphone reverbs causing earthquakes. Our fissures run deep. Centering gravity with projected sound, I exit stage left of your thoughts, enter stage right as you lay me upon a bed of platform to adjectively verbalize verbication of my name. I bathed your resistance. To unsheathe you, breathe you in with Japanese plump kisses. Eyes meet. I watch you watching me. You taste a fraction of my art across your senses, scent on fingertips linger. Poetic kryptonite on my tongue, amor, perdido, llamastad, renovado. I can still taste you from our last encounter. I taste the love and regard on your lips, leaving imprints on my mind, paralyzing my emotions. A subject with no predicate, contorting pages of my notebook, holding the back of my head, adjusting me to tangle me in your diction. These microphone cords wrap around my perception. This is center stage production. That change that plagued dreams, a dance of might play stanzas in overdose notebooks that bleed freely to plug me into you. rendered speechless from spoken words echoed to ears of honeysuckle-coated lips. I slipped deeper into thought of your taste. My muse that fused its burning fire of wet ink to notebook pages, replenishing my poetic drought. Rest your pen next to me, next to my notebook. Bleed into me and taste me again. So, I think this has become my favorite piece lately because I'm horrible. Sometimes, as a poet, you think crazy stuff, and then you write crazy stuff. So yeah, and then it's like a double entendre for me because I'm visually a visual artist and then a poet. So it's like written and then it's actually put in visual. So when I do pieces, it's like it's a visual thing for me. He asked me would I date me. I pondered the thought for a second. Would I date me? In a heartbeat. My soul captivates your attention, allowing you to cling to me. Like saran wrap in wet surface. You feel me before you see me. My essence is before my presence, a privilege to be in my space. Time is not to waste. Energy is not of haste. You see, sometimes my tape gets stuck, sometimes my CD skips, sometimes my Blu-ray says no data. But I know how to put myself on pause for the cause so I don't kill everyone outside of me. I'm the light and the dark equally balanced. The same energy I put into my light, I put into my dark. The beacon that sets the tone, guiding you through the night safely home. I am comfort, a safe space to let your troubled thoughts rest easy. My love is not a test. I give it willingly, but don't cross me. I have no room for overstocked baggage. I come certified with credentials to kiss your inner thoughts with cocoa almond butter dreams. This is not a boast. Confidence in knowing my worth. I walk in my truth 10 toes down. My face sometimes projects a frown. Pull on my inner light, I smile summertime all the time. I could be your homie lover friend, your ride or die side chick, like Bonnie and Clyde, if you let me. Your peace and provider if I can breathe freely. I don't live in the past to harden my future. Knowledge of self-love is unconditional. Allowing me to walk with pride, swaying my hips with rhythm no matter how I feel. I never give up. There's no quitting my name and you ask me, would I date me? Again, the answer is yes. And not only would I date me, I would fuck the shit out of me and nut all over the place. I told you I'm sorry, but I'm not. So, man, that was 20-something poems. You better watch out, man, from beginning to end. Listen, girl, tired. Like, man. So, again, those who don't know, you can either do the barcode, the QR code, or you can contact me on social media, and that is KYM_Essence_Hunt Edge. Again, that's KYM_Essence_Hunt Edge. Also, my partner over there for our Lift Every Voice open mic every second and fourth Saturday of the month. Again, we have one this Saturday. Please come out. Come embrace the mic. We'd love to have you. Spit your truth. Get naked up there on the stage because that's what we do as poets. We get naked up on this mic and we tell our truth. We spit our life, our stories, and we give them to you freely, openly. We do. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for enduring. Thank you, Keith, for having me.
Of course.
Again, I love you.
Love you.
Thank you for having me. Y'all mix and mingle. Be safe going home. Peace and blessings. Oh, also, everybody, I don't think, did you get one? You might have got one. Everybody, I gave you a little bag. In that bag is a crystal. You either have a red one or a pink. Please put it in some salt and have it recharged to your energy. Once you take it out of the salt, place it in your hand and recharge it to you. Okay? Each one of those crystals have a different meaning, so make sure you read about it and center yourself. Center yourself with love. Center yourself with peace. Travel light. Thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all for coming out here tonight. Next month. What's that?
I said, and get some merch.
And get some merch. Give some support out to Essence, not just verbally like you did all night. If you haven't already thrown in the pot or purchased something, please do if you're able. March feature will be Mixed Rose, so please come back. Yeah. Let's give it up for Seth Bale in the Rialto Theatre. Couldn't do this without you. For everyone who blessed the open mic, fantastic open mic tonight. Loved all the voices. For everyone in the room, whether you jumped on the mic or not, just the energy in the room's been great. Thank you so much. And most importantly, give it up one last time for Essence.